There are a lot of guys that just kind of disappear and you don't realize it.
He got a boyfriend and then he stopped.
Good for him, dude.
Yeah. No, it's
true.
true. Because once he got a boyfriend, he stopped.
Yeah, it was one.
Maybe that's all we need.
Hold
We
on.
all just need boyfriends. That'll
Blaine
make us quit.
Drews, I miss you. Come back. I miss you. I haven't
gonna
stopped
come.
thinking about you. I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, this is the first episode. Listen, we heard that people don't like when we have 5 people on the P-Boys. And
Especially when one of
so
them
we
is Johnny.
stopped for a while, but then we decided, you know what? Johnny's taking the reins. He calls the shots now.
Yeah.
He's the official.
Is Lemon Sack on camera? Is he even?
No,
That's so funny. Wait, I'm checking all of the angles.
He's on the one that
he's
you're
right.
on.
Oh, yeah, that's you. Yeah, okay.
I make
good.
wacky sound effects from the side.
Yeah.
I'm the Foley guy.
Okay. Glad we got that straightened out.
Yeah, returning guest, returning champion, Johnny Mocny. His
Yeah.
episode is lost to the wilderness.
Yeah, I wonder
It's
why.
lost
I wonder
media.
who did
Yeah,
that.
lost media.
Yeah.
I wonder whose fault that is.
Enemy of the pod, Johnny
Oh, we
Mocny
can't play with our
returns.
toys today.
Yeah.
What
okay.
toys?
I just
All right,
realized
what
that.
toys? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
You guys have grown up.
Peaceful.
You've matured
Oh, yeah.
since before.
Yeah. Hey, so everyone shut the fuck up if someone's talking, so that way we don't get accused of talking over each other. Johnny, what's new with you?
Oh, I've got something to say.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey,
What do you got, man? Okay.
We're throwing hands now, dude. We're taking the podcast seriously.
right.
We're monetized now, so we have to be serious.
Doing
This is also
big
Malachi's
things.
first episode back.
Yeah, it is.
It's been a while.
I think are you here because of me? Because I begged you to
Yeah.
be here. Oh, okay. That's very sweet.
Yeah, that's why I said you took the reins of the podcast.
I did.
and called the shots.
Yeah.
I called one shot.
You
called
made me
one
feel
shot.
bad because you said, please don't make me do the podcast with just Joseph.
Right.
And I was like, sure, I'll be
Last
there.
time I
Let's
saw
not.
you, you invited me into your home.
We did. Last time it was just
was very
me and
scared.
Joseph in my house.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What'd you guys do?
you don't want to know.
Doesn't matter what we
What
did.
happened next?
remember.
I do.
We
I barely
mingled.
remember.
Okay.
That's some of Johnny's cheese.
Drinks and
See,
Fuck.
so
I
Johnny,
offered him something from my Keurig, and then next thing he knew, he was leaving.
Yeah,
You know?
Johnny, you were a big roofie comic.
Yes.
You're known for roofing a lot of people in the scene.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
we all have a gimmick, you know.
Right, you got- you gotta
Like
find
Gallagher
your-
had watermelons. I have roofing people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's like I remember.
Oh, Bill Cosby's just a
I feel
prop
that's
comic.
a little played out. You know?
I remember a few years ago they banned like all the frats from being in East Lansing. You were a big reason they canceled all the open mics in East Lansing.
yeah, that was me.
Okay.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, East Lansing was there was a time long before all of us when Lansing was like a hub in Michigan for comedy because they had a real club there and everything, and then that club's gone, and now we keep having these fake clubs show up. Like there was a clean comedy club in a church basement for a second.
Oh, we have one of those
The worst.
You got a clean comedy club here?
in a church
Well, we-
basement.
we have
yeah.
Wait, literally?
Yeah,
It's
literally.
It's not run by the
it's
same
what,
guy.
a clean open mic. I don't know if you call it a club. Is
No,
that a
they
club?
do paid shows. Remember
Oh, that
Gus
rocks.
Tate? He was doing. They were doing like a paid thing for Gus there.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Friend of
I
the
don't
show,
know.
Gus
I did
Tate.
that mic once.
The awesome thing about ours was it was run by the pastor of the church,
Same
and
thing with-
he started comedy. Basically, the first time he ever did comedy was headlining his own show because he was like, "I could do this," and then he started the Clean Comedy Club in that basement. He was booking like real
Who
comics.
was the guy?
Tim Palmer.
You
was
ever
the fella?
notice on Sunday when you're driving into church? It's a little crazy.
Tim did like some really because like last year at the Traverse City Fest, he came up and he was just like watching, and on one of the panels, Pat Seaver was like, oh, we haven't had a club in Lansing in a long time, and he got really pissed about that. So Tim Palmer started putting out divisive marketing that was like, a Lansing comic recently said that there's no club in Lansing. We respectfully disagree, and then it was like, come to our Clean Comedy Club. So like,
Yeah.
he was like starting wars over his like all ages club.
Respectful wars.
Very respectful wars.
Honorable.
Very
Christ conscious wars.
Right.
not profane wars.
Yeah.
This would be like if when we were doing open mics at the old studio, we were like, finally a club in Southfield. We're just doing comedy. A free speech club in comedy.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, club is a
Will
pretty.
would have loved it.
Who?
Will would have loved it.
Oh, fucking. He watches. I don't want to talk shit.
Really?
He's a big fan. He's asked me a couple times to come.
Of course he has.
Hey, do you want to? Can I come on?
Will who?
No, this new kid.
Oh no.
New kid on the block.
Are you guys already gatekeeping?
We're gatekeeping.
You guys are gatekeeping.
That's the whole point of getting
Dude,
in the
I'm-
game, I think, is to gatekeep.
I'm a year and a
Yeah,
half
yeah.
in, and I'm already gatekeeping.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
good.
holds
Well,
the keys.
there's always a smaller fish, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So there's always somebody you can gatekeep,
Yeah.
and you'll be gatekept still, but then there's still people
Yeah.
Right.
below
And soon
you.
enough, when I'm 35,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I'll be running my own club.
There you go.
Yeah.
I got
You're
called a
35.
gatekeeper on here one time.
Like
this
a
podcast?
gatekeeper.
Yeah, by some guy in a beanie. My mom told me because my mom listens to every Michigan podcast, and she'll
Who's
tell
the
me
guy in the-
I'm
Oh, no,
brought up.
yeah, Jeremy.
Jeremy
Hansen. Yeah.
Sure,
Called
yeah.
Johnny a gatekeeper?
Yeah. Because I was gatekeeping Joe from McCusker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you.
I was like,
that's
no, you
right.
can't talk to
He
him.
was to speak on behalf of Jeremy. I think he was saying it more in jest.
Sure, no. Yeah, I don't care. But I thought it was awesome to be called a gatekeeper.
Yeah,
I've
you
been
are a
listening-
For the
gatekeeper.
first time, I had never been referred to as one, and I
You
think
are a
that's
gatekeeper.
pretty sweet.
You're going to want to bleep this, but I've been listening to Chinese Rocket Force recently.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've been bumping it recently. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, dude. I mean, it's no P-Boys.
Double
but-
agent.
Right.
That's
Well-
why he hasn't been on in a while. He's
I know.
been-
I've been listening to that podcast.
I listen every week too.
you do? You comment?
stop
now?
trying to one-up
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I listen to it every week.
I
too.
comment, dude, until you start commenting.
Oh, okay. I'll start
Yeah.
You
commenting.
got to get in the comment game.
Yeah,
I'm just
dude,
gonna
we have
comment
to support
LOL.
local podcasts. The most.
The least arty art form, like
Yeah.
as far away you can get from art and still considered an art form,
Right.
pretty much.
Is podcast
Is it?
considered
What
an art
about?
form?
Don't you have that one
It's
bit
media.
about? Fuck, what's it called? I'm
Anyways,
blank.
I was at
good
the
input.
Andy Warhol.
Cross dressing, whatever. It's fucking
Do you have a bit about cross dressing?
Do I have a bit about?
cross dressing.
I don't have a bit about everything I do. No, but
Are you gatekeeping cross-dressing?
yeah, no, you guys are not allowed.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get on fem feedback, dude. That's
You dress up like a woman and then you lip sync and then you're like, I just think.
Oh,
lip sync
drag.
is
Oh yes,
yeah,
no about
right.
drag shows.
Right,
that's
the-
a
I thought
different. It's
that
the one
was
where I
lowest
say
form of art form.
it's the one where I say I don't like drag shows, but it's not for any homophobic reasons. I just don't think they're talented, and it's still a difficult bit to do in
could
some
imagine,
places because
yeah.
I'm really working uphill on
Sure.
that one. You know,
I'm thinking we should start a boy feedback.
Right.
Like,
that's just life.
should start-
dude.
Males only.
Life is just dudes telling each other how sick they are. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I
that's
found out recently there's like a Michigan females Facebook group where they just talk shit about like the guy comedians, and
Oh.
I was like, we should start like a male.
wait, really?
Yeah, that's real.
and it's immediately everyone just like, damn, she's kind of hot.
Yeah.
Right off the rip. Yo, you see that bitch at New Way? She was cool.
It's a lot of like this girl sucks, and all the comments are like, I don't know, guys, I think she's pretty cool. I don't know.
There's a bunch of those types of Facebook groups, like not even just comedy.
Yeah.
Right? There's a
Yeah.
bunch of like female Facebook groups. Like, are we dating the same guy? And
Yeah,
there's
I've
one of
seen-
those
Yeah.
in every city.
I did not-
They're coming together.
I heard
we don't have the
about
same
This comedy one is giving me anxiety. Actually, I'm wondering.
Yeah, I mean, we have some sleeper cells who are in the Facebook
Oh, do you really?
group, so we can find out.
All right, we'll find out.
There's a Facebook group I heard about where it was called Flint Fucks, and it's just like a bunch of like swingers who live in Flint, and they have like their own Facebook.
That rocks.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
fucking
I know.
cool.
Yeah, but we were talking about podcasts being art. I went to the Andy Warhol Museum
Yeah,
a
I've been
couple
there.
weeks ago.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And I was telling my wife, I can't wait till they make the Joseph Museum and they just have like episodes of the people.
Well, yeah,
I have the
because
Sam Talent one.
The evolution of the pod. You know.
just playing like Andy Warhol's Empire on a screen, just playing in a loop.
That's pretty much what he did. His films were.
They're not really movies.
Yeah, they're not movies.
You don't go
but
sit
it's
down
so,
and
like,
watch them.
To the idea that he was like, this is like powerful was
Yeah.
like, that's, I don't know.
I like the looking at
Shots
the.
fired at Andy
Yeah,
Warhol.
Enemy of the
pod.
Write him on the enemy
Yeah,
of the
put him
pod
on the list.
Yeah.
I like sometimes like people put in like letterbox reviews for Andy Warhol movies as if it's like a regular movie that they watch. Like they'll review like The Chelsea Girls. It's like a 3.5 hour movie about people in a hotel, and it's meant to like play in the background like at an exhibit.
Yeah.
But people will watch the whole thing and log it on Letterboxd like mid, like
Yeah.
2 out of
Fucking
5.
retarded. Lemon,
It's
what
no
are your
Dark
thoughts
Knight.
on that?
Never. I don't know who Andy Warhol is. I've heard the name. I would have guessed it was a singer of like a band.
No.
That's
That
why you're
rocks.
sitting in the corner, dude. That's why you're in the piss
That's
corner
why you
right
got the
now.
wooden
You're in the
chair.
literal corner.
Do you have a
Ayo.
favorite artist?
wow.
Do you have like a
Kid Rock.
Like artists?
yeah, like art?
Like they draw stuff?
Yeah.
Van Gogh.
Jeremy Hansen.
Enemy.
Yeah.
He's this guy on Wattpad.
He draws gates and stuff and then puts like an Asian guy keeping them.
I'm a big fan of Demon Slayer 69 on Deviant Art.
That fuck. That's what I was trying to get at.
It's good
I beat you
work.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It gets me so hard.
Yeah.
Johnny, you're going to Austin, what, next week?
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
When is
No,
this out?
I guess
Who
my
knows?
invite got lost in the mail. Like that's you just didn't want to.
Your invite?
Yeah, I guess.
Austin?
Yeah, you were on the
famously,
list.
Oh,
Aren't
you
you on
famously
house arrest
can't
or something?
leave the
Because
state.
obviously
all
you
right,
can't
stop.
you can't go to Austin
No,
unless I
no.
bring you.
No, yeah. All right, I shouldn't
Just
even
hide him
made
under
the
your
joke.
shirt.
You
Yeah.
kinda
That's how
brought
you
that
become the
upon
Michigan
yourself.
gatekeepers when you can actually never leave. And,
Okay, yeah. Well,
yeah.
mine's for
That's
that
when the
exact reason.
gatekeepers
So I'll tell you what, Malachi, I didn't invite you, but make sure that I can't get back in. That's your
Okay.
job.
Oh, okay.
He's going to call ICE on you.
I'm going to come back with a whole new list of
Yeah.
slurs I've learned.
Oh,
and
that's good.
He's going to be like, this guy's brown enough. He's in Texas. You know, it's just send him somewhere.
You do have sort of a Latino vibe about you.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
What? No, I've
Yes,
never
you
heard that
do.
in my life.
No, you're very Latino pilled.
You
You're
could
Latino
pass as
Max.
Latino
He's brown
if-
pilled.
Like I look Latino?
Yeah, you look
Okay, because I
Latino.
don't have a Latino personality at all.
Well, you'd be surprised. They're not a monolith.
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
there's some-
Okay.
Yeah.
A little diversity.
There's a lot of Mocnys out there with the Latino vibe. You know,
Yeah, no, it's good. People are individuals, actually. And they're not defined by their
Debatable.
race.
I always wished I was
What
Latino.
about twins?
Yeah?
Yeah, I always wished I was Mexican.
What is it about the Latinos that...
They're the supreme race. I'm so
Yeah,
serious.
yeah. How
They have
so?
they have the best music, the best food, the best culture. Every person who visits one of the Hispanic or Latino countries says that they're the nicest people ever. They're
Yeah.
known for their beauty.
Yeah.
They have cool ass cars. They have good ass movies. They have a beautiful language.
Lots of cocaine.
I was going to say
Lots
it
of
would be
cocaine.
pretty sick to be Latino because my struts are broken, so my car's already bouncy. So
Oh,
if I
okay.
could
There you
just...
There
Dude,
you
did you
go.
see that
Also be
Chevy
Latino on
S10
top
out
of
in the
it?
parking lot? The one with the cap on it, the
Yeah.
truck?
Yeah,
That's
the-
mine. Isn't that a very Latino pilled
That
car?
is... Yeah.
It's a
you're-
lowrider.
What do you...
I'm serious. I'm so for real.
Yeah, oh, Latino? Is that what we
Yeah, I'm a
call you?
Latino. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable
He's
saying
a
that.
wiener.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's good.
awesome.
I might use that.
There's a lot of wieners. There's no winks. I've never met a wink except Steven Seagal. I think is the only wink I've ever heard of.
He's
Yeah,
definitely a
he's
wink.
very much.
What about
What's a wink?
the guy who
Oh,
wants to be Asian.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
No, there's a ton of wings, dude.
Yeah, we
Oh well, I
Weebs.
guess, but they don't act Asian, do they? They just
They-
light
they
up
want
the
Yes,
anime.
they do. They're like
Some of them.
Oh,
Yeah. Everyone knows the Chinese people
Yeah.
are always
No.
going.
Yeah, yeah.
They have like a
There's no-
samurai robe they like hang out in their parents' house with.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. No, I stand corrected. You're right. There's a lot of winks.
We
out
should
there.
do cross dressing, but for races. I don't think that's been done before.
That's never been done.
Yeah.
That's famous. That's not a famous vaudeville routine at all.
Now, I'm remembering
Right,
this.
yeah. No controversy there.
I'm remembering there was this thing from Turning Point USA that was going viral where it was this white guy who had like the big mustache and the sombrero and the poncho. And he'd go up to white people and
I
they'd
think
be-
I've seen that.
he'd be like, "Are you offended?" And they'd be like, "Yes, obviously." And then he'd go up to a Mexican person who barely speaks English and they'd be like, "Are you offended?" And no, like they didn't know what he was saying, so they had no opportunity to like,
Right,
be
right.
like, that's fucked up.
That reminds me of the Jesse Waters on Fox News when he went to Chinatown to like poll Chinatown on who they were voting for in like New York, and he just kept going up to people who didn't speak English, and he was like, "Who are you voting for?" And they're like, Clinton wife," and he was like, "Clinton's wife. What do you like about her?" And they'd be like, "Oh, you know," he's like- and then he would intercut it with bits of him like doing karate, like. Just like him in a
Genius
dojo,
editing, dude.
and it'd be like, and then just more like, look at these dumb Asian people. That was like the whole, and it aired on Fox News. It's like a news segment. It wasn't
Cuts
even
back to
like,
him in the studio. Like, look at these retards. They're like, these people can vote.
yeah.
And they invented COVID.
They
that's
did.
true.
Yeah, they hadn't done that yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
so this was pre-COVID.
This was pre-COVID.
Okay, so
They
this
were
was
still
we were still working on it. Yeah.
preceding it.
Yeah.
None of their food has cheese. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
I'm just thinking about my least favorite things about the Asian race, you know?
Oh, I guess
wish there's
yeah,
more
their
cheese?
food is
Yeah,
not
they-
known
Yeah,
for
good point.
They don't
cheese.
fuck with cheese.
They don't have cows over there, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Johnny, what's
Wagyu?
Yeah, they
don't
have
cow.
beef.
Yeah, they have Wagyu.
shut up?
Yeah,
What-
how come you guys don't make cheese?
We do have Wagyu.
No,
yeah.
no. This I actually learned this. My sister, she went to culinary school. She was explaining that.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. There's meat cows and there's milk cows. So
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
no milk
like a-
cows over there.
Yeah.
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 Anyways,
No
so you're going to
milk
Austin,
cow.
Texas.
Yeah.
What are you looking most forward to?
What am I looking forward to? Well, I'm going to be there with Louis and Jacob Barr.
So the foursomes you guys are going to try and.
We're going to try to
Piece
bring
Well,
in
it
a
would be a
fourth.
foursome if it was me. But
Well, no, because they got to find a lady who's into Asian guys and guys with like weird arms, and then.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Louis.
And then,
And then also
Jacob
and
Barr.
jacked guys with yeah. I'm honestly like I don't know. I don't even know if I'd say I'm excited. I feel like it's like I'm excited at
Elated.
the mystery of it. You know,
the allure of it.
The allure of
Your
it.
first time going down there?
I used to live in Texas, but I've never been to Austin.
You used to live in
specifically.
Texas?
I used to live in Keller, Texas. It's by Dallas.
Why'd you live in Texas?
My dad worked in Fort Worth when I was a kid, so I was only there for like a year and a half, like
Oh,
2
okay.
years. But never
That's
been to
your
Austin.
Latino aura.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. I picked it up there.
You're very
Yeah.
Latinx. That's what he said. I shouldn't say.
It's pretty. Yeah. Just tell him say that he said it.
Yeah.
Did you high on pot news him just now?
No, that's mine and Malachi's running.
Yeah.
It is Latinx.
Oh, okay.
Latinx always reminds me of like the Pink Panther like sneaking around. I think it's like the noise that it makes. You know what it tinks?
Latinx,
Like,
Latinx.
Yes.
Yeah.
like a very sneaky Latino guy.
The Yellow Panther.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like you went to Austin, so what do you think is like the stuff to look forward to? Like, what should I be excited about?
Sundown towns.
What?
Sundown towns.
What is that?
It's where they.
Or they like send old people to die?
No, it's
No,
like
it's where
where they
they-
lynch black people after the sun goes down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
like-
I wasn't a big fan of Austin. I'm not. It's well documented. I'm not a fan of Kill Tony. I
Yeah.
kind of hated the fact that I signed up for it. I
No,
feel
of
like
course.
betrayed
I hate the
something
fact that I'm
myself.
going to sign up
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. See, because you have to sign up for it, but it
Just
also
hate
sucks
comedy?
that you.
Like hate fuck comedy type of deal?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
A lot of this is my experience. Most of the Austin comics don't have any jokes, and from what I've heard from people, they steal a lot of like people who come into towns.
Oh, cool.
Jokes. Yeah, so.
So you got
Awesome.
that to look
You're gonna be
forward to.
you're gonna be hearing your COVID joke on Kill Tony in a couple weeks. I think.
Awesome. Yeah. Fair enough. I
Yeah,
mean,
they all kind of suck and they're all weirdos, but I mean it's a cool town, so
Yeah. Do you think they were all weirdos before the Rogan influx happened?
I think so. But it brought a different kind of weird. It's brought a weirdo who wants to get famous on Kill.
Because Austin was a progressive
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
It was like the blue city in a red state.
Yeah, their motto was "Keep Austin Weird."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it has transformed a lot, I think,
Literally,
because of that. Yeah. It's transitioned a bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just trying. I want to move in a year, so I'm just like
You
trying
want to move
every.
to Austin?
No. Well, I don't know.
I'd wanna
Maybe
go to
I fall in love
Chicago.
with it. Maybe while I'm there, Tony says, "Listen, buddy, you got what it takes. You're gonna bless you.
Wow.
We're gonna kill Hans Kim, and you're gonna be the new Hans."
Don't you have beef with Hans Kim?
I don't have beef. I don't know Hans.
What if he was
personally.
like
I,
a
but
little?
I was listening to last week's episode of Chinese Rocket Force. You guys said something about how much you hate Hans Kim.
I don't remember saying that, but I mean, I
okay.
don't. Oh, Louis has met Hans Kim,
Maybe that's what it was.
and I don't think he particularly liked him. But I don't know. I might be telling tales out of school
Oh,
with
this
that.
this was something I wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about the Christina Mariani chick.
Yeah.
She, I met her at an open mic. Her and her boyfriend was a dick.
Her
to me.
boyfriend. Ah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Keep going.
Sorry. It might have been her. It was a male that she was accompanied with.
Yeah.
And he was an asshole.
Okay.
And so now I hate her. And I hope she fails at comedy because the guy she was with was rude to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Having an
that's
asshole
all fair.
boyfriend can really hurt your chances as a female. Having a boyfriend.
I
can hurt your
wasn't
chances
hitting
as
on. I wasn't even talking to her. I didn't really
yeah.
give a shit about her. He was like editing a video, and
Was he a comic too? Then
yeah, he was. He bombed so bad, but
Yeah, of course.
I get excited when I see guys like doing videos.
You get excited when you see
I get
guys?
so fucking pumped.
get
when
elated.
yeah. And I'm like, hey, buddy, what are you working on over there?
Yeah, was that
And then
Final
he
Cut
was
Pro
like,
there?
Don't worry about it. And
All right,
I was like,
kind
all right,
master.
fuck you, dude.
It's like the nerd version of talking to a guy about his car.
Yeah.
like, oh, what system you operating
you
with?
got a
there?
little pod? You gonna hop on if I can hop on it?
Hey, want a pod for
Do
pod?
an episode. Yeah.
Little quid pro quo on the pods. Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, it is like you never know who's gonna like show up and stuff, right?
With you? It works. I know it works.
It's making noise the whole time.
Where are you thinking about moving to?
I think probably Chicago.
Yeah.
I'll probably move there in a year.
I wanna go to Chicago,
yeah.
too.
Yeah, shocking. Yeah, I don't know anybody there, but I think
Are you
it's
being
cool.
serious?
No, of course not. I know
cool.
everybody there.
Yeah, that was
I know everyone in town.
His hetero life mate pod
My hetero life mate pod friend.
pod panion.
And then and various. I mean, a lot of other. Jim Couture moved down there. Osama Basal moved there. And then
I thought we got that guy.
I've come to know a different one.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he's been there the whole time. Do you not know Osa? Did you guys start after? You probably know Osa, right?
I've only been doing it like a year and a half.
Oh, okay. You've
I
been
don't know.
doing it a while. I'm surprised you wouldn't. Oh, okay. Yeah. He moved to New York for a bit too, which probably was harder for him, honestly. But yeah, no, the Chicago scene's really cool, and you've been there. You've done
Wait,
like
why'd
the
you
lodge.
point to the guy who was born in Israel, whether asking
but,
if he knows
But he's been
Osama?
doing comedy the longest, so I thought that maybe he would have known him. So
Hey, come on,
Nope.
man.
yeah, okay.
on.
Never mind. Maybe I matched. Maybe he's my Tyler Durden too.
yeah. Osama bin Laden is my Tyler Durden.
Yeah.
That'd be a funny sketch.
What's
I mean,
the
that makes
first
sense.
rule
Why
about
they,
ISIS?
it makes sense why they blow up a building.
Yeah,
at the end of the
yeah.
movie.
You're looking. You met me at a really weird time in my life. You look out the window.
He meets him on a plane. You know.
Yeah, Where's My Mind is playing while
Yeah.
the planes hit the Twin
pretty
Towers.
good.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think
good
we've got
sketch.
something.
I think we got that.
Oh wait, here's the theory though.
Yeah.
Tyler Durden is actually Osama bin Laden. Like in the
Oh.
real movie, like he sees him as a white guy because he doesn't like Muslims, like psychologically.
the narrator?
Yeah, to cope. Yeah.
Okay.
Edward Norton hates Muslims in the.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll
Interesting.
clip that and we'll post it everywhere.
Yeah.
You're saying Edward Norton hates Muslims.
You heard it here first.
The reason they never say his name in the movie is because his name is actually Mark Wahlberg.
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago.
capitalism.
Can you hand me a bag of tricks?
I was
Gotta
thinking.
make soap.
I was thinking myself move to Chicago when I can because it has like they have some of the best film credits in the country.
Sure.
And it's
Oh.
locked in for 13 years. And I care way
Oh.
more about acting than I do stand up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is just a leap pad to acting.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
100%.
That was back in the day. I feel like stand up was like people would do stand up because they're like, oh, you do stand up, then you can get a sitcom, and then you can become an actor.
I don't think it's
And-
that much I think that it's the connections that I can make. Like, let's say I get pretty good at stand up, I can make connections with someone else, and then I have a
Yeah,
writing
let's say you
partner.
get pretty good at stand up.
Oh yeah, let's.
Yeah. Then what happens after that? Really
Yeah.
obvious things gonna happen.
You know,
yeah.
I found out Tom Kenny started as a stand-up.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Guy who made
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Oh,
And I was
name.
listening to his stand-up, and it was very like wacky and goofy.
Yeah.
and it was like a like Mr. Show esque.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love Mr. Show.
It was like a lot of like 80s like
No, it's crazy how much 80s stand up is just like a different language.
yeah.
You watch it and you're like, because there's great comics from them, and then there's the ones where you're like, there was just something different at the time.
Yeah.
I saw some Howie Mandel stand up the other day.
Yeah, I don't know why he's good.
Awesome, dude. He like knocks over the microphone and he's like keeps pretending he's gonna pick it up, and then he just keeps going "Bah!" Like he just starts making noises, and like I don't know. The joke is that he's like
He's wacky.
Can't
that he's
think of his
wacky.
mic.
I was thinking this for a
He's a
wacky,
wacky
joke.
guy?
I don't even know if it's funny, but I thought it was funny in my head. The joke is this is my impression of a guy. He goes to Foot Locker, and the employee at Foot Locker looks at his shoe and says and guesses his shoe size, and then this is the guy trying the shoe on. Well, if the shoe fits.
Wow, I can't believe we were all quiet for the entirety of that.
So after you make it at stand up, then you become an actor.
Oh yeah.
What do you want to act in? What kind of actor?
Anything.
Porno.
I just want to be able to feed myself and house myself just from acting and stand.
Oh, okay.
That's all I want. I don't even care if I'm famous.
Fascinating. All right.
I've been telling everyone I know that they should move to Chicago and work at Barstool, so that way I'll have like an in with someone at Barstool.
Yeah.
So if you move to Chicago, what? Yeah, I know you're not special.
Louis trying to get on Barstool. Sam Talent was on a Barstool podcast, and he mentioned
Yak,
Lou.
Yeah,
you know about this when he mentioned Lou on the Yak, and then they all shit on Lou after that because it was for the dating thing.
Yeah,
and Lou had to like submit a profile, and then they read it and they just made fun of him all the time. And Lou was like, "I think this is net negative for me."
That's
like, I think
they
it's
might
worse.
like that. They like to do that with their guys.
They do, yeah. They fuck.
Is he trying to like get a job at Barstool or like just get on Barstool shit?
I don't know. He's got a different mission every day. You know, different schemes.
I'm trying to like I'm like DMing all their low level guys, like trying to get some sort of an in with them.
Yeah,
but
just be a janitor or something. If
I'm like,
you
you
need to.
guys just fucking like toss the guy a bone.
I'm in at Barstool. I've made it.
Yeah.
Do you need a guy to hold the pizza while Dave Portnoy is eating it?
Dave is going crazy.
He's
so
going
I don't even
nuts,
know if
dude.
I want to
What
be
is he
involved.
You can't make jokes about Jewish
can't make
people
jokes
anymore.
about Jews. He's freaking out.
He's freaking out. Yeah, I saw him at a UFC fight with a yarmulke and Israeli flags, like yelling about Israel.
He's lost his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting times, huh?
Well, I want to make as an actor, so I have to say I completely support him.
Yeah, you're pro.
Yeah.
And
You love Israel.
I love Israel. I can't get enough.
Those unprovoked attacks on Tel Aviv just last night.
Yeah. I mean,
Just out of
heartbreaking. What did they
nowhere.
do to deserve it?
Yeah, absolutely nothing. Pray for Israel.
Broke
dude.
my heart. Yeah.
I saw a great tweet that was like Quentin Tarantino running out of his house with a stack of VHS tapes. Because he lives there with his wife, with
he
his
really?
Israeli wife. Yeah. Yeah, Tarantino lives
Friend
in
of
Tel
the show,
Aviv.
Mike Racine, has been losing his mind.
Mike's always been like that.
I know he's always been like that, but he's like mad at John Mulaney now.
Yeah.
He's I don't know.
I sometimes
Matt
like his
Mulaney?
stories every so often, and it's like I wonder what he.
I do.
thinks.
Mike's Twitter presence is like
Yeah.
it's
Wait, what does that have to do with Mulaney, though?
John Mulaney's wife said something about how she doesn't let her kids watch Miss Rachel because she has like Palestinian.
I don't think she
people
said
on
that
her.
was the reason though. She said they
Yeah,
don't
well-
watch Miss Rachel, but then Miss Rachel
didn't look
is
into
pro-Palestine.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she was like, and then John Mulaney had to make a statement on behalf of his wife because he wears the pants, you know, and he was like, this isn't about Gaza, blah blah blah, and then Racine got pretty pissed.
Yeah.
But I've seen Mike go easy on people though too, like because there was like Colin Jost said that Biden was like a decent person or something at like the what's the thing with the
Presidential
comedian?
address or whatever.
No, it was the
State of the Union.
correspondence dinner.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah, and Mike tweets out like, I've known Colin a long time and he's a good guy. I understand you have to play the game. And it's just like, okay, so like,
Some implications
I think
there.
all we've learned is that he's not friends with Mulaney.
Yeah.
They're probably not chill with each other like already. So
Yeah, but also like Mulaney's a multi-millionaire. He doesn't
Yeah.
need to be friends with Mike Racine.
yeah,
Oh
sorry.
my God.
Sorry,
he hates
John.
me.
John, say goodbye to that Racine bump.
Pretty SpongeBob.
It was
If
making
anything,
me laugh
we gave
when
Racine the bump.
it was making me laugh when
Friend of the show.
Biden got
great. I do like
cancer,
him.
and
Yeah.
everyone was like, "If you're joking about this, you're a bad person." And then I see all this stuff where it's like wholesome videos of Biden, like people trying to rewrite it as if he didn't vote to keep segregation, and like now all of a sudden he's like a good person.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Bush, where they're like, "Oh, he's like
Yeah,
a
exactly.
goofy uncle," and it's like, "Yeah, he killed billions of fucking
and it's
Arabs."
the same thing
dude.
with
Yeah.
Obama. They're all
Bush
trying
was
to
a good
say, and
boy.
it's the same thing with Trump. I don't fucking. I don't
Bush
know.
was a good boy. It was all evil Dick
Yeah, dude,
Cheney.
he was
Yeah.
goofy
Yeah.
I do like the narrative that Bush is just kind of a good old boy who likes beer and then
and painting.
and it was
Basically is.
yeah.
Well, then
and it was
Cheney
just Cheney
went
that
and endorsed Kamala, and everyone
that was awesome.
applauded that.
That
They were
ruled,
"See,
dude.
look at this unity.
You know what's
John
what's
Stewart
crazy?
kind of held Tim Walz's feet to the fire about that. I remember him just being like, "Do we think it's like good that Cheney's endorsing her?" And Tim Walz is like, "Oh, it means we got everybody. We got Dick Cheney. We got Taylor Swift." He's like, "There's a difference between
Yeah, we
those
got
two
the guy
people."
who made
Yeah.
billions of dollars off a war in Iraq and killed every person there.
I think the first misstep. I would never. I mean, I feel like his personality is in his name. I would never hire someone named Dick.
All right,
Come on, that's
I
like
also-
hiring N-word
Can
name.
you hand me my glass?
I think it's
I've been thinking
misreading.
about going by
Basically the same
Joseph
thing.
N-word.
I think it's misreading what the new right wing is like too, because I don't think anybody likes Dick Cheney. Like, I don't even think the modern Republican voter.
Correct. Yeah,
It's the same
about
thing with
the
Israel
new-
now.
Well, that's me.
Yeah. Most people don't really care about funding Israel.
No, that's me.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm the modern Republican, and I can't stand Dick Cheney or Israel.
What do you support? What's your issue?
What
that
if
you
it was
vote on?
Clit Cheney?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
That'd be pretty sick.
Come on.
That's his daughter.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm not
what's-
gay, so I'll vote
Because
for
his
it.
daughter's lesbian.
He
so
wouldn't,
she-
Oh,
he wouldn't
okay.
need Bush to be the president.
Heyo, yeah, Bush and Dick. Come on.
Push.
These jokes write themselves. I should have been a
Bush
writer.
and Clit.
I've been trying to. I've been
Pull up Leno from 2000 to 2004 and see if he was smart enough to think of that.
We got
Yeah, there were a
a
couple
friend
of
of the
This is a good
show
one,
who was
That's pretty.
Well, that was. They also had Colin Powell, so it was the
Ayo.
Anthony
There
Weiner
we go.
too.
Bush,
Wiener.
Dick, and
Anthony Weiner was
Colin
hanging
Powell.
around there.
Did you guys see Wiener on that?
Oh
Friedland?
yeah!
Yeah, of
After I
course.
saw the Adam Friedland thing, I watched it and it's insane.
Yeah.
That guy
Yeah.
fucking sucks. I wanted to
But
leave a comment. but,
he's people forgot like how entertaining he is though. Like he's so nuts. Like he is good for a show like that because he's just so like
he's good for a
vulgar.
show like that. But I was thinking like this guy literally was like sexting a teenager, and
Yeah.
he's like criticizing Adam for like making jokes about. It's like
Yeah.
this guy fucking sucks.
It's awesome.
This guy should never be allowed to do anything.
No way. And the hubris that
I
he's
was just
like,
so mad listening to it.
you were mad.
Yeah,
only
I
part-
told you I'm turning into a Republican.
That's
dude.
true.
I'm just mad all the time.
But I think everybody has a right to be mad all the time.
Yeah.
Because like I don't think there's anybody really representing like the left wing. You know.
Me.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, Malachi.
That's
do
the
it.
Joe Rogan of the left.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll do it.
Joe Rogan was on the left. Like he was. Like remember
He
he had
was.
He was
Bernie on.
just
Right.
a bleeding heart liberal.
Yeah.
He wasn't even a lefty.
But he had Bernie on. He was like, I loved him. Like I think he's just so easily swayed by whoever he's talking
Yeah.
to.
We have
He's
a,
like a 5-year-old.
we have a friend of the show who was
He's like Drew Barrymore in 51st States. He just kind of immediately forgets the last thing, and then you
Yeah.
just give him a new thing.
we have a friend of the show. I don't think he wants me saying this, but he was a writer for Gutfeld, and I'm trying to get him to get me to be a writer because I just think that'd be so much fun.
That'd be sick.
To write
Is it Joe
write for
Mackey?
Gutfeld.
Is that
I
your-
want to write for like a late night person, but make everything unfunny and convince them that I'm incredibly funny, and that because I'm the younger generation, I know what to get the younger.
Right, you'd be like, "This is what the young people want."
Yeah.
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 I
And
do
that-
love
that's how
whenever
you
it's
blow
so
up.
clear, like when Colbert does a skibbity toilet joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're like,
that's
he doesn't know what the fuck he's saying.
Skibidi.
Yeah, right.
Everyone-
Skibidi. It's just like these. The young people in the writers' room, like, and then the old guy, because late night TV is like kind of a dying breed, right?
Yeah.
And it's mostly old guys, and whenever they try to stick like a Lily Singh or somebody in there to try to liven it up, it's like kids don't watch TV.
When
Like,
I was younger, I was like, because I didn't understand last names, I thought her last name was Sing, and I was like, why is she a YouTuber? She should be a singer. And then now I know it's
like back in the old
Indian.
days when your last name was your occupation.
yeah, exactly.
Like carpenter.
Yeah. I was like, you just fucked over your parents. What's the point of giving you the last name
Yeah.
of Singh?
How dare you deny your family?
Have you guys seen this the meme of like
Where does
the
blades come from? What, you guys knife?
it's like
Vampire
It's
hunting?
Irish and it's something. Yeah, it is something about like swordsmiths. And then there's me. Like, what a cool profession. And then there's me.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's have.
Lemon, what are your thoughts on that?
You're literally named like you're the chosen one.
I know.
Yeah.
Like the
so
master
that's
of
why I will
sword.
make it.
yeah.
That's why I will make it.
Yeah, you do. If you don't make it with that name, you can't be a homeless guy named Malachi Blades.
There's
Well,
this,
you could be, but that's the name that you earn.
there's
if
this
you're
new
homeless.
kid named Malachi who I've been seeing at the mics, and
Yeah.
he came up the other night.
Are
and
you
he's-
fucking serious?
Another
He's funny.
Malachi, huh?
It's too
He was
many of
What's
them.
his deal?
I'm sure you guys thought I was going to be a black guy.
That's my fucking joke.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's your joke you stole from Sam Talent.
Well, yes, but Sam Talent gave it to me. He told
gifted
me
it
I
to
can
you.
use it.
He gave you
Sam,
5
Sam,
free passes.
Sam officially handed it off
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
Is he younger than me?
Bullshit.
No, he's older than you. I think
All
he's
right.
about my age.
Is he funny?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't listen to
Is
anybody.
he
dude.
ugly?
He's
He looks
normal
I'd say
so,
looking.
yeah.
He looks kind of like me.
I've never seen him before.
He's not hot. He's not ugly.
He's actually a black guy,
Oh,
so you're
okay.
fucked.
No,
dude.
Alright.
you were there the first time he ever did stand up at Common Pub. He was like a regular at Common
Oh,
Pub.
that
and
guy.
then
I
he
like that
started
guy.
doing
Never mind.
stand-up.
No. I like that
He
guy.
watches the pod, so
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot about you.
told me
You're
the other
cool,
night
dude.
he watches
I like
the
you.
pod.
Yeah, other Malachi, I like you. Anyway,
even though he stole your joke.
yeah, it's fine. I don't care.
Alright, cool.
What's the? Have you guys been seeing the meme where it's Canada's Got Talent and it's
No.
No.
how old are you? And it's like this kid. He's like, I'm 4 years old. And then Howie Mandel goes, you are the
Mandel.
youngest person ever. And then the video cuts.
On America?
It's Canada's Got Talent.
Canada?
It's so stupid.
Is he on
That's
Canada's Got
awesome.
Talent?
Yeah, he's on Canada's Got
Why is
Talent.
Howie on Canada's Got Talent?
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
Canadian.
Get a Canadian.
He's
Is he
Canadian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
he's
are
from
the
like
youngest person
Vancouver?
ever. It's so
Yeah.
funny, dude.
Are there great I mean, like, there's a lot of great Canadian stand-ups. Like Howie,
There's a lot of talent coming out of Canada.
Harlan Williams, Tom Green.
yeah, Jim Carrey, Norm Macdonald.
Your friend Tom Green.
My best friend Tom Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was working with Tom
Half
Green,
the
he
NA
kept
show.
mentioning. We would mention a comic, like if Norm came up, he'd be like, "Yep, great Canadian," and then it became a thing where he'd be like Robin Williams. He'd be like, "Yep, great Canadian." I'd be like, "Robin Williams is Canadian." He'd be like, "Yeah," and then it turned out he was fucking with me
You
the
know,
whole
he
time.
lived in Michigan for a little bit.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
Yeah,
no
he did.
kidding.
That's where he got the name Robin. He lived in Detroit and he was Robin. No, but he did live in Michigan for a
Pretty
little
good.
while.
I thought you were saying because it's our state bird.
Do you guys know the story about?
Fucking nerd. I thought
you
is
know our
that our
state
state
You
bird?
didn't
bird?
know that?
No, I don't know state
Did you know
birds.
that? You live in
Yeah,
Lansing.
yeah, I knew
That's-
that.
Yeah.
He's gonna be mad at me for drudging this up again. But do you know
Robin Williams.
about? No, yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
"God, that goddamn Johnny Mocny.
That's why he killed himself.
I told someone never to tell."
That's pretty good.
Oh yes, yes.
Malachi's was better. All right, what were you saying?
Yeah, it was better. Yeah. He's gonna be pissed, but you know the story about when Nick Kelly got kicked off that Bobcat Goldthwait show
What? No.
because
No.
I'm sorry, Nick.
He's not listening.
He was opening
No,
for
he
Bobcat, and he has that joke where he jokes about the death of Robin Williams, and I don't think he was aware that
Oh.
Bobcat was best friends
Yeah.
with Robin Williams,
Oh.
so he got kicked off of the show. And
That's pretty funny.
what are like? It's so unlikely. Like that. Like, what are the odds that you'd be opening for the best friend of the guy whose death you're making fun of? Like,
Good story to have.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty like a.
no, it is funny. I don't know why he
I'd
doesn't
be
talk
proud
about
of
that all the time.
Why would he be
That's
embarrassed?
a credit,
by that?
dude.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good credit to just even have is he got kicked off that show.
Yeah.
I forgot he was here.
I upset a celebrity on the internet and I haven't shut the fuck up about it for like 3 weeks.
Who did you upset?
Tim Heidecker.
Oh, what did you do to Tim Heidecker?
We got beef with Tim Heidecker.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Is this just a marketing ploy? Or are you
This is
trying
a
to?
marketing play.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to get him to mention you on office hours.
The time was incredibly funny when he said time.
Yeah, because
That
I
is so
titled the
funny.
video like "Is Tim Heidecker too woke?" but I spelled it Time. So is Time Heidecker too woke?
and he
or something like that.
responded
He left a comment on it, and he
on the video.
yeah he says something like "interesting conversation, guys." Like
Tim.
dash time.
I like you. Don't.
I
like you, Tim. Book me. Let me.
that's been
It
my-
sounds like he might have bought into the
Like your
irony.
time.
No, it's because the comments were just like his fans being like "fuck you guys," "fuck
Yeah.
you, Kill Tony fanboys," like any
Right.
research into any one of our other
Was
videos.
this
you would
TikTok?
know. No, this was YouTube.
Newsflash: the
Oh, okay.
YouTube comment section does not do research.
Well, TikTok especially has like no capacity for irony. I found that out.
Yeah.
Louis and I have been called libcucks and MAGA weirdos.
Yeah.
Like within a week, we got called that. For
That's how you
stuff
know
we
you do
post.
something right.
Well, because you guys
Yeah.
were shitting on Charlie Kirk.
We shit on Charlie. We were just calling him ugly, and then all his fans came in like, "No, he's sexy. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's hot. Don't do that." And then they started trying to call us ugly too.
Funny.
They were like, you know, like, "Oh,
You're the real ugly."
I know these guys aren't talking." I'm like, "I don't look. I'm not
Well,
gonna
hey,
go
you're
around."
ugly on the inside, Johnny.
Sure.
Why would you talk
Sure.
to him like that?
I'm not going to tout myself as being like an attractive man, but I can securely believe I'm better looking than Charlie Kirk.
His
I think
fans
you're
are
very attractive, and I'm very happy that you're hosting the roast battle.
his fans are conservative
I'll remember that.
moms who like want him to marry their daughters.
Yeah.
To like turn them back.
yeah. The other one that the libs got mad at us because we made fun of Cory Booker because he talked for 25 hours.
Yeah, I
and
thought
it
that was
meant
stupid.
nothing.
I didn't like. He's
It-
still
it-
performative.
It literally meant nothing.
Yeah.
It was the most Democrat shit to do. Is
Yeah.
I'm going to talk. I'm going to be. The whole thing came down to like he beat a record.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know?
and go to a fucking open mic if you want to hear people talk for 12
Ayo.
fucking hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, just run the light.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a good part when Chuck Schumer tries to like interrupt him and he goes, "Sir, I have the floor," and everyone posted that like that was
Roasted.
badass. I'm like,
Pretty gay.
do you believe pro
Roasted.
wrestling too? Like it's such a
Yeah.
that was such a pro wrestling like
Yeah.
you know. Were you about to say something? You lifted the mic. I don't know.
You
Hi,
chuckled.
hi folks. I looked up Charlie Kirk.
You just
I know who that was.
That was.
Very small face, a lot of room around
Yeah.
the facial region. Looks
margins, big margins.
like he looks kind of like Lube if he was like a Neanderthal, you know,
What
if he like shaved.
What if Charlie Kirk, what if his name was Charlie Smirk and he was always happy?
Yeah, why
Not
don't
bad,
we
people?
turn that Kirk into a smirk, Charles?
Yeah,
What
but
if-
he's not
he
selling
sucks.
happiness. He's arguing about
Ooh.
genders and stuff.
What
You
if he
can't
was
sell happiness.
What
if
if
you're
he
one of
was
those guys.
a thief and his name was?
We talked about doing a thing where
Charlie-
Yari like goes on college campuses and does like a Charlie Kirk thing. Remember
When did we talk about
we
that?
talked about that?
I'm down, but I don't remember talking about that at all.
I have
Yeah,
an
but,
idea.
like where you sit at a table and debate people.
Charlie
Okay.
Lurk.
We
is what he
literally
was
talked
doing.
about
more
that.
like a Steven Crowder change my mind thing.
Well, that's
what
what
that
Charlie
is.
Kirk has been doing that too.
Same
Oh, okay.
idea, yeah.
I think what would be really funny is you do the change my mind thing where you know, because he would go out there, he'd be like, he'd have a claim like socialism is evil or whatever,
Yeah.
and be like, change my mind, and then like have the first kid who sits down and says their point, you just go like, oh, it's pretty good, you're right.
Fuck, Yeah.
Yeah, you got me.
I didn't think of that.
That'd be pretty fun.
Just start like breaking your table, like fuck. That's it.
Wait, that's actually a fucking brilliant.
that'd be
idea.
Yeah, you don't even fully let them get their idea out. You're like, wait, hold on.
Or
Hold up,
other
we need
side,
to
you just pull a
actually
gun and
record
go,
this.
still think so?
Yeah.
Have you been
about
watching these like Ben Shapiro versus 20 liberal videos?
Yeah, the Jubilee.
Yeah.
I always like
you
to
would
imagine
watch
these-
some shit like that.
The only one I watched all the way through was Sam Cedar because they found all these like gay Republicans to go up against Sam Cedar. I thought
Really?
that was funny.
I don't even know who Sam
I always
Cedar
like
is.
to imagine if it's like
he's
Ben
like a
Shapiro versus
progressive.
20 college students, they all get fucked by Ben Shapiro and they see how
I think
long
I
they can
think I
last.
did a bit like that the week that Jordan Peterson.
Oh,
one
the
came
Jordan
out. Like,
Peterson.
Jordan
one was
Peterson
bad.
gets fucked by 20 kids.
Well,
well,
what do you mean by
dirty
Christians? What
That
do you mean by
the Jordan
believers?
Peterson one's pretty funny because he somehow like avoids saying anything.
yeah, that was
He's
so
literally-
brutal.
Don't we?
It
Don't we
really
have a
depends on what you mean by
Don't we
it.
have a guest coming in later today, Jordan Peterson? Sure. No, I don't want to see if he's out there.
Come on, go see if he's out there. Just don't break
doing it.
anything
Go find
while
him.
you're. All right,
Doing it.
Be
Oh.
careful.
I'm hearing a knocking on the door.
I'm so
Yeah,
excited
I wonder
to meet
who
him.
this is.
We'll keep talking, guys.
Oh,
Oh,
my
okay.
goodness. yeah, I wonder where
I'm
Malachi
just-
went.
Where did
because
Malachi go?
Malachi, I think he said he had to use the restroom.
So he's
Yeah,
gonna
he-
leave and he's gonna send in Jordan Penis.
no, I think I don't even
Jordan
know.
Peterson, I think, just parked.
Oh, okay.
oh,
He's coming in.
Jordan,
Oh, he's a
where
fast
did you
runner.
come from, dude?
It's an honor.
Oh my God.
Oh, welcome, Jordan.
What do
Whoa.
you mean by an honor? What do you,
Well, we're just
Hold on.
glad to have you here.
On her, more like on him. Am I right?
well, you have to bloody understand when you get on top of him,
Yep.
you're having sex with a sort of hypothetical version of a man.
Yep. Feminine dominance.
Feminine
Mr.
dominance. And what do you mean by dominance?
Oh, I just got a text from Malachi. He has to go home, and he said Jordan can just fill in for the entire rest of the episode.
Well, that sounds
I
good.
guess that works.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So,
Mr.
Jordan, do you have any questions for our friend Johnny Mocny?
Okay.
Johnny, so you say you're half Polish, half Asian.
That's right.
So which half do you like more?
You know, sometimes I
Don't play games with me. Don't play games with me. Answer the question.
I'm trying to answer your question right now.
Oh,
I
you're
just
being
think
rude.
Well, I think you're being unfair a little bit, frankly, Dr. Penison.
Yeah, we're having one of those debates. We should just all go around and debate Dr.
Okay.
Penis.
Just have them
questions
destroy
do you
each other.
have for
This is
me,
our own
Jordan
little Jubilee
Peterson?
video.
What
All right, so
questions do you
your
folks
penis
have?
is
My
half white,
question,
half
I-
Asian.
I-
Is it
I have a
right down the
question.
middle?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
My room back at home is extremely messy, and I don't think that matters at all.
Oh, well, burn the bloody house down then. If you don't think it matters, kill yourself. Next question.
Okay.
Dude, so a man inserts his penis into another man, but he wears a condom. Is that still gay?
No.
Okay.
No, I
so-
don't think so at all.
what I
I
thought.
feel like in sort of a hypothetical Jungian context, I feel we've all fucked another man with a condom on.
Right.
No,
Yeah, because you're just fucking the condom.
There's
Precisely.
videos. Your daughter visited Andrew Tate, and you know, a lot of people believe that she fucked Andrew Tate. What are your comments on that?
You have to bloody understand it's difficult as a father. And whenever you...
It's been watching that video. Must be difficult.
It was very difficult.
Dr. Penison, what are the 12
Yes.
what are the 12 rules for having sex with your daughter?
Yeah. What are the 12 rules for gay men?
Number one. Whenever... I'll answer your question first, because I'm gay and my name
You
is
have an
Jordan
expert,
Peterson.
yeah.
I've never had sex with my daughter. Now, if I had a son, I would have sex with him every day.
You do have a son.
I forgot. I fucked him to death.
Right. Yeah.
So
I think it is true. It is a fact that like gay men are more likely to be pedophiles. So that's
I Jordan Penison, am a pedophile.
cool.
You know who isn't a pedophile though? Malachi Blades.
Okay.
He's the least pedophile person I've ever
Right.
met.
Dr.
He's
Peterson, do
barely
you
legal.
think
He's
Tim
still a
Heidecker is
minor.
too woke?
What was
Do you
that?
think Tim Heidecker is too woke? Time Heidecker. Do you think Time Heidecker is too woke?
Well, it's precisely in the modality of the name, don't you see? Is time high dicker. Well, what do you mean by dick? What do you mean by time?
Tim
Is it
hides
time
dick in her because he rapes people.
which is precisely why he is a conservative, because he is a rapist. So, I think he's actually a conservative.
Let's not go. I know a lot of Republicans tend to be rapists, but there is a very important subcategory of like a pervert that's like the woke pervert, which is like the guy. It's the
Does improv.
the Jamie Kilstein type of guy.
I don't know who that
Jungian
is.
archetype
He's like
of
a male
liberal
feminist?
gay
He was a male
pervert.
feminist, like the male feminist that's doing it to have sex, or what Brandon Wardell said, the guys who are gay for pussy. You know, like the straight guy who paints his fingernails. Like,
Hassan.
See, I've never had sex before in my life.
You guys are friends with Hassan, right?
Except for your
tight with
son.
Hassan,
You guys are
dude.
pro Hassan.
Yeah, no, I think he and he and what's his name?
Bloody spit it out, man.
Sam Hyde. They should just
They should duke it out on the P-Boys.
Yeah, I think they should make up. Honestly, I kind of am pro. He only has sex with like porn stars, which is sick. I think.
Really?
I think that's pretty cool.
It's a
Actually,
Rom, dude.
All right, I have to get going now.
All right,
That's
goodbye,
a
Dr.
Rob.
Bye,
Peterson.
everyone.
Bye, Dr.
Thanks for
Penison.
joining us.
Yeah, friend of the show, Sam
All right.
Hyde.
Wait,
Sam
more
Hyde was,
questions
Zach,
about gay
you can
sex.
take that. You can
Sam
take
Hyde
that
was
joke.
almost
Okay.
on the show.
Really?
Yeah. He
Was it when he did
we
that
were bragging
undisclosed
about it to
that
someone the other-
undisclosed venue in Michigan that wouldn't advertise
what's
him?
up,
the,
man?
yeah,
I was gonna get his
the
chair.
comedy bar that
I
won't
miss?
book any local comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The comedy bar keeps getting in trouble for booking racists. That's like,
Do they?
yeah. Remember that lady in the Chicago comedy bar booked that lady who was like, she just like actually like hates minorities. Like all of her jokes are.
I didn't know
Like
about
she has
that.
a whole joke about the Jews got kicked out of all these countries, and that's like probably for a good reason. I forget her name. People look it up. You
sounds
know what I'm
familiar.
talking about. Like
Oh,
she's just actually like racist. Like there's not even the irony isn't there.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, whatever happened to the tolerant left? We can't tolerate some racism.
Yeah, no,
Whatever
I
happened to
can.
that?
Not anymore.
They booked a friend of the show, Paul Elia, in October.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah.
I have a. Did I tell you my Paul story from the-
Maybe.
Dude, imagine if
You
he
got a
got
Paul
diarrhea,
story,
you
or
could
what's-
call it Paularrhea.
Hey, yo.
Or now it just
That's
sounds
just
like I'm
what
doing
Paul-
an Asian
Paul-
accent.
Paul
Just what
tried
Johnny
to
calls
Paul
him.
tried to get a guestie at the McCusker show.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because a friend of the show, Kevin, was telling me he saw Paul sitting in the lobby of the Comedy Castle.
Yeah.
And he seemed very defeated. And I told him you should go talk to him. But
Yeah.
no, he left.
Yeah. I don't want to disclose private conversations that
No, you
happen
should
on
disclose
air.
it. I don't give a fuck about him, dude.
Well, no, it's not him. I don't want to like. I don't know. I'd feel bad saying things that but. I'll tell you guys off air, but no, he did hang out and tried to get a guest spot, and it didn't work out for him. Then he left before the show started.
We
'cause he
tried to
lives-
get him on the pod. It didn't help.
You did have Paul on the pod.
No, we tried to get
Oh,
McCusker.
McCusker. I know you
Yeah.
tried to get McCusker.
You're supposed
on
to
the
help
pod.
us.
He was standing outside looking like a maniac. I've never seen
I was
your eyes
standing in front of his
Your-
van.
It's like your autism went away for a second, and
Yeah.
your eyes were like fully like
I was engaged.
Feral.
He's there.
you were like frothing in the mouth. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah.
It's like all right.
I was so pumped, dude.
Got the juices flowing.
Yeah, but why'd you let us down?
Why did me?
I was
Yeah.
hoping you would introduce me to him so I would have that in.
Oh,
just-
No, you're
no,
supposed to just tell him about the
I didn't know that
P-Boys.
was
No,
the
I
move.
was just kidding. There was some kids at that show when I was waiting outside for McCusker. A group
Yeah.
of kids were leaving, and they said that first guy was really funny.
Oh.
And then they said, "What was his name?" And then I said his name was Johnny Mocny.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And then I showed
Johnny
them
Mocny.
His name
your
is Malachi
Instagram.
Blades.
So
Good looking out.
I got you some fans, dude.
Yeah. Thank you. I do. I was thinking about Louis and I had a whole game plan about asking him to do Chinese Rocket Force because he was
Yeah.
in town, and it was a weird couple of days because I had to run over to the Indy right before that show to get Karen Fian on and to do that one with her, and then but I was like, but Matt had like his wife and 2
Yeah.
kids with him, and they were like going on vacation, like they were going on trips all day, and then
They went to like the zoo.
he goes to sleep before midnight because he's a dad. So I
Yeah.
was like, I don't really want to ask this guy to do my stupid podcast, but
Shout out
Reasonable.
I should have helped you. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I
no, I mean you should have helped
I
yourself.
gate capped. That's my.
You should have.
Yeah, there you,
You
go.
should have helped
Can't
yourself.
stop.
It's a free for all, dude.
No, of
I was
course.
worried you
It's
guys
a
were going to
dog
get
eat dog
him. Yeah.
podcast world
I was
out there.
worried you guys
Yeah.
were going to get him, so that's why I was like, I can't drop the mission, dude. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to follow through. But then neither of us got him, so I guess
No,
even
yeah.
playing field now.
It's all. It's.
But
it's all
Johnny
even.
did get to host his show, so
Sure.
Yeah, but
Well, but I just asked.
we see who. Wait, that's all you have to do.
Well,
You don't have to be like be a good
well,
comic.
you have to be passed to the club. They're not just
Yeah.
going to let any old person.
Oh, I'm sure they'll pass on me a lot. You know?
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys? Any of you worked Ridley's before?
I've
I
never
did a
done
weekend there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
you
never even been to
MC'd?
the open mic.
Or-
Featured.
oh, okay. So you've never MC'd there?
No, I actually
Okay.
didn't see it there.
Wow, you went straight to feature. That's
Straight to
sick.
feature, huh?
I-
Bill
Big
put
shot
me
over
on there.
here.
Who'd you feature for?
Jason Jamerson.
Oh, okay. All right.
That barely counts.
Did Jason bring you?
Fucking
Did he?
counts. No, Bill put me on it.
Oh, okay. Because emceeing at Ridley's can be like a really tough gig because like they're still seating people and it's just
Yeah.
like, and the lights go down like during your set.
Yeah.
Because they're still seating people and taking orders. And like I did when I hosted for Joe Mackey there, it was like the early show was all the Fox News Gutfeld audience. And so they're so
That's my
slow.
audience, dude.
Those are your people. But they're like elderly. Like they're not even like
Oh,
cool
never mind.
conservative. They're not like Sam Hyde right
they're
wing.
not
They're
Sam
like
Hyde.
The old school, yeah.
Yeah.
The crusty old.
like they still watch cable TV, you know.
Ugh, gross.
It's like elderly, but the late show crowd is cool. You know, they're tight, but that's the problem. Like my problem with like a conservative crowd is just they tend to be older. So if
Yeah.
like a young conservative crowd can't be cool, I think.
I think McCusker is like a young conservative crowd.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like apolitical.
Yeah.
You know. Because they had loved like my Israel bit and like
Yeah.
some of the other stuff. Like you
They
know,
didn't love the lady.
well, yeah, they don't love ladies.
Yeah, that's true.
I did hear
McCusker
that
fans don't love ladies.
because Lily goes back with Matt and Shane. They
You-
both started and
You told me she was going to be on your podcast. What happened with that?
yeah, we set it up, but it just fell through. Like it
you
didn't.
trying to
She ended up
fuck her?
having a busy day. Was I trying to fuck her? No, I didn't. I don't try. I don't. I feel like if I start with a mission, then I'm
Kiss
just
and
ensuring
tell.
it won't happen.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
Yeah. I don't. I don't kiss and tell, brother.
No agenda.
Yeah. Also, there was another girl in town that I was like already committed to
And
spending
it was
the night.
Joseph's wife.
It was your wife, dude.
She came to the show just to see you.
Yeah. While you were out schmoozing with McCusker.
Yeah, I was so distracted.
That was the real scheme, right?
Right.
Getting your wife away from you.
She got you booked on the show because
Yeah.
she knew I'd be
Right.
distracted.
The real
She told Bill.
gatekeeping, the real gatekeeping is gatekeeping every guy from their wife. That's what I'm doing. That'll be it. One day when I own a club and guys want to get past, I'm like,
Right.
all right, cool. You just have to let me fuck your wife.
Yeah.
In
Give
front
me
of
your
you
wife.
on stage.
Yeah.
In front of you on stage for
Film it.
everyone.
There you go.
Do you guys? Did I tell you about? You know Renee Vaca?
No.
He's this like Latino comic from LA.
Well, thanks, please.
So he I had to host for him at Detroit House of Comedy, and he's this like he shows up late. Tanner was featuring, and he shows up while Tanner's on stage, and he had his tour manager with him and his videographer and his girlfriend, and so he had this whole posse. And then second night he brought on Super Ray, who's this Detroit influencer, and then Super Ray had his own videographer with him because he wanted Super Ray to do like a guest set. And but anyway, his act is all nuts. Like he's like on stage, he'll like bring people out of the audience and make them fuck the stool, which is kind of like a fun subversion, I think, on the formula.
Interesting.
And then he would go like 25 minutes over time. And there was this one night he's getting drunk on stage because he has them keep giving him drinks. And there's this one lady in the front, her boyfriend went to the bathroom, and he was like, "Hey, where's your man?" And she's like, he's in the bathroom, and he's like, "Get up here." And then he like humps the lady on stage.
What?
And it's the biggest pop I've ever heard in my life from the crowd, right? He finishes up his set, gets off stage. I get on. I'm like, Renee Vach, everybody, you know, and then I walk off stage and he's in the green room arguing with his girlfriend, going like, baby, it was for the show. And she's like pissed at him. Next day he walks in like hungover and he's like, man, my girl was on one last night. Like, those humps pay for the house. Those humps pay for the car. Those humps pay for your Gucci bag. Just like commodifies the humps, you know? Damn. And I'm like, that's,
you gotta own it, you know. Can't back down in that situation.
If you're dating the humps people on stage guy, I mean, frankly,
Well,
like,
now you're gonna
What
get
if that's how
mad?
they met?
well, that's why she's pissed, because he might be finding his next girlfriend.
Yeah.
in that-
Yeah.
in
That
that
was like in
process.
the Elvis movie when he was like kissing all the ladies in the crowd.
Yeah.
And then his wife was surprisingly
Priscilla.
cool with it.
Yeah.
But then in the Priscilla movie, she was very upset about it.
Yeah, well, it's like Rashomon, you know? It's like different perspectives of
perspective.
the same event.
Uh-huh.
It was fun to
What
see
time does
both.
the fucking roast battle start, dude?
9 p.m.
9?
It's good to know.
6:30.
Every show at the Indie starts at 9 except for Sam's show, I think.
Yeah.
Potentially,
I gotta
I
get
don't
on
know.
Sam's again, dude.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I know. They're full
You know
of
what you can
people.
do? You just go to his house.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No,
we
that's
could
the
do that.
preferred way.
He'll be cool with
Yeah.
that.
Just go knock on his door.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
Why don't you plug the address for any aspiring comics?
I don't know the address. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Lou knows I don't know the address.
Okay.
Of course, Lou knows you.
Lou knows it.
I've
I
not
gotta get on
personally
the
been to
show.
his house.
What, can you speak highly of me to Sam?
Sure, yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't know. I just
no,
need to
actually,
get.
I don't really care.
But Sam knows you. Sam was here. Sam was on this,
Well,
right?
he
He
wasn't
knows you
here.
pretty well, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't seen the news studio.
But I have
You gotta
this
get
thing
him.
So
where
if he
I
hasn't
don't
had you
wanna-
on, he already doesn't like you.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to ask him because I feel like it's gay to ask him, and all these faggots
That's
have
what
to
I
ask
did.
him. And
Well, it's
Yeah, we
no,
also
it's okay.
got him on
I
the
asked
show.
him the first
I never
time.
asked.
really,
Yeah, I asked him, and then he
you
said,
didn't ask. You suggested.
No, I was like, can you put
Oh,
in
you
a
got a new
good?
chain.
I lost my old chain. I went back to my old one.
"It's just a replacement
okay.
chain."
Yeah, it's a shorter.
Damn, I didn't know you had money like that.
Yeah.
No, this is stainless steel, honey.
He had two
It's like
chains.
a
and now he has
$10
one
chain.
chain. That's
Okay.
Oh, that does suck. I need to
I
get
got
another chain.
2 chains.
What was I talking? Oh yeah, no, I didn't ask to be on the show. I asked him to put in a good word for me with the club,
All right.
and then he was like, "You just want to do my show?" I was like, "Yes." Oh my god.
I just need to get booked. Period.
Did you do the show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
We all
Three-
did except
So
for
I'm the
Jason.
only one.
literally
who hasn't.
everyone except Joe has.
Yeah.
So we've all already
rocks.
peaked. It's just been our downfall.
You got your
after.
time. Dude, he's gonna run out of Detroit comics.
Yeah, I know. Eventually, he'll
And then
get.
I'll have to suffer the Southfield comics.
Yeah.
Joseph Nader.
It'll
Dude,
be a
if you already
lineup. It'll
had-
be like you, Nick Ford,
He'll be down in the Troy comics. That's
just Liam B. Everyone will be on.
Oh, boy.
Now I'm imagining Gabe getting booked on the same talent
Yeah.
show and no one's in the audience.
That'll be the day. Me, Gabe, Nick Ford.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would go to that show.
Yeah.
Those are two of my faves right now, Nick Ford and Gabe.
Really?
You
Two heavy hitters.
What?
are so on and off with Gabe. Sometimes you're like, no, I like genuinely hate
it's a
him.
love-hate relationship.
It's a love-hate
And-
relationship.
but every time you see him, you're always just like, oh, Gabe, you're
it's
the
like
best.
it's like how him and his girlfriend are like on and off for months.
Are they
That's
dating
how-
again?
No,
they're off right now.
right now.
I have some insider
Gabe
information with that,
Jervis?
but yeah.
I don't think I've ever met him. I've just heard the name.
I feel like
Yeah.
Gay Jervis might be at the door. Gay Black Jervis might be at the
He's
door. Are you familiar with Gay Black Jervis, John?
yeah.
Okay. all
I'm a
right.
fan.
Okay.
Look at that. Oh,
I don't think I've met him.
Oh, you
No, you don't need to meet him. We
No,
don't
we've
need
all
to
met
meet
him.
him.
We're all familiar with him.
Yeah.
We all know him really well.
Yeah, but I miss him.
I don't really want
I
to see
really
him right
want
now.
Gay Black
Don't
Jervis
need
to come
characters right now. This is a new leaf for the people. All right, we're in a new studio. We're making money. We got to start taking ourselves seriously.
We got
in.
stickers
And
on the
Gay
walls.
Black Jervis is a very serious African American man.
Yes.
He's an activist.
Yeah.
I think he's actually at the protest
Yeah.
in DC right now.
I think he might be at the door.
no,
He
he's
just
at the
left early.
protest in DC.
I think he's being tear gassed in LA right now.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm
actually, that's what it
imagining
is.
Gabe getting tear gas. He's walking to the fucking Detroit House of Comedy and he just gets tear gas because they think he's a
He's
protester.
like doing his like wide walk. Have you ever noticed
Yeah.
how wide he
Yeah,
walks?
he's got his
Like
own
gets his
little
first
waddle
weekend
coming.
at a club.
he gets
He's walking to the club and gets tear
he
gassed.
gets a weekend at New Way and he gets fucking tear gas.
At New Way. You can get a weekend at New Way?
Gabe would find a way.
Only Gabe.
That's
Have you ever been
awesome.
to New Way?
I went like pre-COVID. I went to New Way.
Okay.
There's a few I just haven't like New Way. That's still around.
That's still
Does Brett still do parts and labor?
no.
Okay, I haven't done that
Stephanie
in a
is
long
starting
time.
to do it again.
Oh well, good.
Cliff.
Somebody's got to take over that room. That was
It is a good room, but it's
too
kinda
good of a
out the
room
way,
to
but
lose. Yeah, I haven't.
Yari was doing it for a while.
I was doing it for a minute.
You're running something there? Or
Parts and labor, yeah.
oh, nice.
Well, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Did you take it over from Brett? Was that the
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
He was out of it for a little bit. We won't get into why.
He
but
was, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I did it for 3/4 of a year. I don't know. I think I took it over in like February, and then that next
3
fall. What?
Oh, wait. No, 3/4 of a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
February 2 is the next fall, and then the owner was like, nobody's showing up. And I was like, that's fair. But they switched the night. I think, well, when was the last time you were there?
2018 or 19.
Well,
So when it was Thursday nights, it was popping. And then
Yeah.
they switched it to Wednesday nights, and it was just dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so I don't know. And then Brett started trying to do it again on Monday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he stopped.
Sulfurino or Marisha?
Sulfurino, yeah.
Well, actually, it might have been 2021. Might have been the last time, because I think the first time I met Brett was over Robert Schneider when he was in town.
Oh, yeah.
He used to do this like movie show, like live stream to Facebook.
Yeah.
And Brett was on, and I hated Brett. I thought he was the worst person I'd ever met in my life.
Because he had a mustache?
No, he was just really drunk, and it really bothered me.
okay.
But he's sober now. It's cool. But
Friend of the show.
Took him a while.
and we're friends now, and I like Brett a lot. But I remember that first time I was like, this fucking guy. But then the next time I met him, he was like very self-referential about that. He was like, yeah, last time we met, I'm sorry.
Really?
Like, sorry I ruined that. You know?
Poor guy.
Yeah. But yeah,
I don't
that's
care
the
what
thing.
they say. I like that Sulfurino guy. I like that
He's a good
cat.
fella.
Taking
I love him. I do every time, because when I did the McCusker weekend, I crashed at his place, and we'd be up. He's got this awesome place. He's got like spaghetti western posters on his wall and stuff. And he was like, but he would just like talk to me about the scene. And he'd like every now he'd just keep mentioning like guys. He'd be like, do you know this guy? And I'd be like, bro, why the fuck would I know that guy? Like it was
Again, like you could have invited me to stay over at his house with
Yeah,
you. But
come on over
you
next
could
time.
have. Yeah, but
Can I bring a feature to your house?
let me bring an MC.
Can I bring my own MC?
Entering now, Johnny Mocny, and then I just leave.
Yeah. No, you get 10 minutes at top.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
you can do some time before you
Yeah.
bring me up.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm headlining for the first time in Ypsilanti,
There you go.
and it's a Tommy
How much
Cook
time are
show
you
at a record shop.
Ooh.
I think
the spot.
I thought I was going to do 45, but I think Tommy booked too many openers, so it's probably going to be more like 30, 35.
Okay.
Which is fine. That's fine.
What day is it?
It is going to be the 12th, July 12th at Weird Bird, the record shop.
Check it out.
Yeah, that's
If it's
my
not
plug.
already sold, if all 6 tickets aren't sold, no,
Hey, I'll tell you what, there aren't even tickets, dude.
just show up.
It's free admission with a suggested donation
Okay.
of $5 to $10.
Yeah.
But yeah, I brought Nick to be my feature. Sorry, Malachi, but
No, I'm used to you betraying me.
yeah,
Like we're
yeah.
best friends, and you do this to me.
We are. You did text me late at night and told me you loved me, and that was very sweet.
Wait, did I do that?
Yeah, you DM'd me on Instagram.
Told me about that.
You're like,
I forgot about it.
Johnny, I love you. Don't forget me. You're,
Really?
you did. You
Dude,
did.
when I
It
first-
was very sweet.
Are
I
you
was
trying to
very
make a
impressed.
special or something?
Not now. No. I have never actually run the hour yet.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that, and then I'm gonna be at in October. They have me headlining at the Comedy Cabin in Janesville. So
There you go.
I'm like slowly trying to put it together.
What are you doing?
But I don't know. Roger still needs to let me feature at the showcase. So I'm not. I'm not past to be more than an MC in some places. But
For the first month of me drinking, I DM'd so many people
Yeah.
that I loved them.
Tim Heidecker.
Yeah, Tim. I did DM
Friend of the
time.
show.
Yeah.
Time.
But yeah, no, I missed that. I need to go back to DMing people that I love them.
You need to drink more again.
Couldn't help but notice my DMs were kind of empty. What's up with that?
I drug text you like, hey, don't listen to what other people say. You're all right.
Or are you guys friends, or are you just all using each other for fame?
We're not even using each
I
other.
like Joseph.
Barely.
Okay.
I don't talk to anybody unless it's on a podcast.
That was my problem when I started.
You get your divorce with your wife on the pod.
Yeah, probably.
You live stream from the courtroom.
When I started We Are Movies, I was like, I kept having on people that like they were just comics that I wanted to talk to.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Zach Bracar, like on the 4th episode, was like, Johnny, we could just hang out. You don't have to do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I already started it.
You don't have to do this.
I'm already doing ad reads.
No,
So-
I don't. I didn't. Thanks, but I didn't want to do your podcast. No, it's fine.
I've seen like 2 movies ever.
Well,
So
yeah. You guys all got to do Sam's show, but I got to do Johnny's podcast.
That's true. Everything evens out
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
About
Same
equal,
talent.
yeah.
Johnny Box.
Johnny Mocny's movie podcast
Yep.
that he's been doing since college.
skipped Strung on the Ladder, eh?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's straight to the top?
Well, straight to that's what everyone at Kill Tony's doing, right? Because
Just skipping straight to the
a lot
top.
of those guys, like, they're kind of doing it for the first time, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, Layla Ingalls, I think it was like her second time doing
Yeah,
stand-up
Layla
on
was
Yeah,
like
no,
doing
like
that.
her first time
And
on
now
Kill
she's
Tony was her
headlining.
first time ever.
Yeah.
she's newer than like all of us.
Yeah.
I met Layla for the first time in Columbus just recently, like
Okay.
a couple weeks ago, and I had to act like I didn't have a giant crush on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
cool.
We had her booked on the show, and I was just kind of like, oh.
What happened? She backed out?
No, the show got canceled.
Oh.
It was something. I
It
don't
wasn't
know.
when she did Sam's show, was it?
No,
What's her
not
name?
that. Layla Ingalls. Her, Jason, and I think Jacob were all booked to do some show downriver, and then Jason Vest posted some Kill Tony bullshit show, and then Jason posted something about like, I'm never working with these people again. They suck.
Sick.
And then I messaged Layla and I was like, hey, I imagine you're not coming anymore. And she was like, yeah, sorry, no. So,
That's fair.
but she said she'd do it.
Do
when
you
she's in
message
town.
every remotely known person that comes to town?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Did you try to get Tiffany Haddish on when she was here?
No, because
can't
I don't
find
care
it.
about Tiffany Haddish.
That would have been the biggest
That would have
name.
been huge, but I don't care. We have someone coming up. I'm not going to say.
Did you
'cause I
know
think
she was
it'd be
in
a surprise.
town?
Yeah, I knew she was in town.
Why'd you hit her up?
I hit up King Batch, which I can't fucking stand King Batch, but I hit him up
I don't even know who
The
that
star
is.
of the
I know Tiffany
Babysitter movies,
Haddish.
King Batch.
because they were shooting some movie together.
Yeah, they're
in
making a
Detroit.
movie here.
But no, I didn't ask Tiffany Haddish.
But
So
you
what am
got
I
some-
going to talk to Tiffany
you're-
Haddish about?
You're cooking up
So
another
what's it
one.
like
though.
We have
being
someone
super
soon.
cool?
I don't want
In
to say
person,
on
or is it
air.
going to be over?
It's going to be over Zoom. Which
Oh,
Why do you
okay.
follow Steve Harvey on Instagram?
I love Steve Harvey.
Steve
I'm a
Harvey
big
rocks,
Steve
dude.
fan, dude.
Steve Harvey's one of the
Big
greatest
Steve
comics
fan.
of all time.
I can't find Layla Ingalls' Instagram anywhere.
It's
It's with an A.
L-E-Y-L-A.
You
No,
found Steve
it's with
Harvey
an
before
A.
you found Layla?
L-E-Y-L.
Is it with an E?
L-E-Y-L.
That's
Have
so
you seen?
funny.
Have you seen the?
Cool.
No, yeah, we're cutting this.
Our research team is fired.
Yeah, you'll get her on the pod now.
We'll get her on the pod.
So,
her famous character on the pod.
Layla, come on the pod, or some people will see some things fast.
yeah. We have the might of 1,000 subscribers.
You guys should get some Tim Heidecker dick pics, and
Yeah, he probably has some.
I'll ask
Who
for
do you
it.
think
heard
has
from
the
friend of
smallest penis in the Michigan comedy
friend of
scene?
the show, Nick Rochefort, that Tim and Eric were some creepy boys out in the Hollyweird.
yeah, probably.
So
Yo, who do you think has the
Sounds about
smallest
right.
penis in the Michigan comedy scene?
Save it for the roast. Do you guys think most comics are like pretty horny? Because I think I've found that to be true.
I think most
Yeah.
Most guys
Or
are pretty
they're just
horny.
Regular human beings, though.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well-
Okay. I think maybe in stand-up, people feel the opportunity to be more open about their impulses.
Sure.
And so maybe they're more outwardly sexual, like
Yeah.
men and women.
I
By
think
the way,
people-
you guys did accuse us of gooning together. I remember you guys
Of
said
what?
that. Yeah, you
What,
guys
all
said
of
that-
us?
Yeah, you guys said that the P standed for something that like we all goon together.
I don't remember that at all. Oh, we probably did. Yeah. No, we probably 100% did.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
That is funny. We also
And then,
accused,
but we just did technically goon.
Goon.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's not gooning.
no, there's got to be touching. You got to be like
All right, true.
jacking it.
It's only gooning if everyone finishes.
I can jerk off with my mind.
You guys don't
Why?
wait.
Wait, no, that's the opposite of gooning.
No, once you finish, you're no longer gooning.
What is gooning? I don't know. If
It's prolonged jacking off.
When a man
It's a
and
lifestyle.
a woman love each other very much.
It's when you're just watching porn for hours.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
wife's texting me. I have to
When you're
go.
marathoning porn.
And she's like, hey,
speaking of
look up
porn.
any pictures recently.
This is her phone.
I yeah. No, the favorite thing I do remember when we made the joke that somebody would accuse all of the P-boys
Yeah, I remember
of
that.
sexual assault.
Yeah.
Like
You're not. Yeah.
if somebody put in that women Facebook group, if somebody was like, the P-boys assaulted me, and then people would be like arguing over who that is. Like, do we count Lemon
One of the
Sack?
P-boys,
It's
yeah.
like how
Probably
deep
gay.
just held the
does this
camera.
go?
Yeah.
How deep does these allegations go?
Gabe.
Yeah.
What does my wife text?
Nah,
Yeah, but is Gabe
can I
even a
touch your
P-boy
pussy
anymore?
Yeah, is Gabe a people anymore? I'm making this movie starring Gabe
That's a good Gabe.
as
wasn't
the
bad.
male lead,
Really?
and Gabe is going to be the male lead.
Oh, so you just didn't want to?
Yeah, he's got.
I
Like,
told you like
He just
3
didn't want it
times
to be
why I
good.
didn't cast you.
I've always thought Gabe has like a Paul Newman leading man quality. I think.
Oh, I
does.
didn't. I didn't want that.
we made a movie where he plays like a half man monkey thing, and he took off all his clothes, and I was like, you don't have to like, but he was committed to
He
the role.
really
and
wanted
so
to play
he-
the part.
Yeah,
Wow.
You never even put him on.
Well, I think that's the origins of so many great like indie movie relationships. Because Sam Raimi made movies just because he wanted to bully Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Like he just wanted to embarrass him, you know. And
friend
so,
of the show.
friend of the show, Sam Raimi.
Well, I met him once, so that's
Oh, okay.
friend of the show.
Yeah. He came to he came to MSU a couple times too.
Yeah.
Where'd you meet him?
I met him at this
Gay
restaurant
bar.
I used to work at, this sushi restaurant.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I met Clive Barker one time at Motor City Nightmares. You know Clive Barker, the Hellraiser.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the pinhead guy.
Yeah, well, he made Hellraiser.
Oh, okay.
Like, and I had a short film at Motor City Nightmares in Novi, and Clive Barker wanted to meet all the filmmakers, and so I was like in this line to meet him, and the guy in front of me was just talking his ear off for like 20 minutes, and he was like
Yeah.
talking about his movie. He's just like, yeah, no, so it's like a metaphor for like, you know, and Clive Barker's just like nodding and like being very polite, and then I come up to him afterwards and I'm like, hey, I'm Johnny, big fan, and he's just like, Johnny, yeah, you seem like a good kid. I'll be
There you
honest, I'm not gonna watch any of these fucking movies, and then it was pretty sick.
Yeah, I wonder where that guy is now.
That
who was
guy
talking
was
to you.
Damien Chazelle, actually.
Oh, okay. friend of your show.
Friend of
We
my
talked about
show,
him.
Damien Chazelle.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't know what happened to him. He'll pop up again, probably.
A lot of these like local film guys, they're very like interesting. Like I did one of those 48-hour film fests,
Oh.
and everyone there was just a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
They were just the weirdest people.
Yeah, you want to talk about woke perverts?
Yeah.
There's like a
Filmmakers.
yeah.
Well,
where
that's
they
pretty much what I wrote.
congregate.
I'm working on this project that's basically just like the story revolves around a threesome, and I'm trying to get like actresses, and it's been very hard like finding
Sure.
actresses to like come.
hard.
Hey, yo.
Hey.
And then
Could do
I
menage
start
a
getting
trois.
like very. That's actually the.
Are you
the point of
casting
it.
yourself in it?
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh,
casting
okay,
Gabe.
good.
Yeah, so
Oh.
I'm the guy with the big penis, and
Are
I'm
you
the guy
asking
with-
for nudity? Do you need nudity?
Not
out of the
nudity,
way?
but partial nudity.
Oh,
then who's
okay.
gonna be the other
being in
guy if it's a
underwear.
menage a trois?
No, it's 2 girls. And
Yeah, menage a trois is 2 guys.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Whatever.
You guys ever done
Well,
that?
then it's menage a trois.
Ayo.
Hey.
No.
You guys ever menage a trois?
menage a-
No.
No, okay, neither have I.
No,
Came
menage a
cl-
trois
came
is
cl-
2 guys.
I think it's just 3 people.
I think it's just 3 people. I think it
guys,
just
one
means
girl.
like love amongst 3.
So
or
then
something.
what's 2 girls and 1 guy?
Fucking
A good time.
In French.
But yeah, so
specifically.
it's been a real struggle casting actresses because
Sure.
once they get to that part, they're like,
I can toss some names your way.
Oh, yeah.
Probably. I have an idea for a movie I want to make starring comics about. This is how we'll get our session in of
Yeah.
like brainstorming ideas.
Let's
I have
do
this idea for a movie about this guy who's like a 20-something guy, and life's a dead end, whatever. And then his old high school bully moves back into town,
Okay.
to take care of his ailing mother. And he like realizes like, oh, my life all went wrong because of this bully. So to get revenge, he decides he's gonna fuck his mom, and it's like him like gearing up to like try to have sex with his bully's mother,
Nice.
who's also dying.
Oh, I thought you meant his own mother.
No, yeah. This will show them.
Yari,
I was
could
like,
play
I'm
the,
on board.
Funny. Yeah.
Yari could play the bully.
You'd be a
What,
good
then my
bully.
mom's gonna get fucked?
Were you a bully?
No.
Back in the not at all.
Not
Were
at
any,
all.
were any of you guys bullies, or were you bullied?
I was just kind of on my own. I wasn't really involved.
Yeah,
In, like,
you were like a loner.
yeah,
Were you awkward? Were you like an awkward kid?
100%.
You were a bully.
Really?
Okay.
yeah, I was bullied and then a bully.
Oh yeah. Well, hurt people. Hurt
He's
people.
Played
Right.
both. Yeah, exactly.
I get that.
Both sides.
I was kind of the same. I think. I don't know. I was a half theater kid.
Oh, same here.
Yeah. I did. Well, yeah. You're an actor. I was like kind of a theater kid, but I felt like I just didn't fully fit in with the
I don't
crowd.
fit in here.
Yeah,
No
they don't
one
understand
likes-
me. I wrote and directed a play, and that was the most fun of my life. And then
In high school?
yeah,
That
but
was
then
the most fun
but then
of your
all the
entire
regular of high school at least,
No,
and
I
then
know.
all the regular musicals and stuff are just grown men telling kids to kiss all the time. That's like the whole That's all High School Musicals are.
That's hot.
I remember I had a
Wait,
crush on
against
this
that here?
girl who I had a kissing scene with,
Hell yeah, dude.
and I remember the director. She thought that we were like really chill, and so she was helping me set something up, and she was like, "So, do you have a crush on this girl?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "I know you do," which now in
That chick
hindsight is
sucks.
creepy.
Yeah, that's the like
bit.
that's
Yeah, it's very creepy.
It's funny, like how much crushes are like important to you as a kid.
Yeah.
And you're like, now my kids, like I'll have kids will try to, like guys will try to talk to me, like some of my boys, you know, in high school will try to talk to me about like the crushes they have, and they're like, "Oh, Mocny, try this girl." I'm like, dude, I don't care. Nothing matters. I'll be like, do or don't. It's not gonna matter eventually.
try or try not. There is no try.
You think it'll make you happy now? It won't. 5 years from now.
You're not gonna remember this bitch.
Yeah.
Even if you get her, she's gonna break your heart very quickly.
I'll tell you what. Wait till her first divorce and swing back around.
There you go.
Yeah.
Late 20s. That's the time.
Wait till her mom is about to die.
That is the hooking up with somebody you liked in high school way after the fact. It's like, you know, it's just like it's for the name recognition.
Yeah.
It's like you can say you did it, but at that point, it's not special
It
it
anymore.
doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah, she's not head of
In
the
the
cheerleading
end,
team
doesn't even
anymore.
matter.
It's just
No, she was like
she's
a
just a
theater girl. She
process
was like
server or something.
She was like a nerdy girl that I had this. Big
What's
crush
that
on.
Ryan Reynolds movie where like he was fat and then he like becomes like famous and then he goes back to his town?
The Whale?
Yeah, The Whale, where he's a gay fat guy who jerks off to death.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I love at the beginning of The Whale when he's jerking off and then has a heart attack, and then the religious guy sees the gay porn.
That was a real
playing.
jump scare. of that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. It's the
Gay
first
sex.
scene of the movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jump scare.
The first scene is this obese
scare.
guy.
No, I can't say.
Oh fuck! SD card full.
Oh, no.
Wait, are we done then? Are we done?
Sounds like it.
Sure.
Okay, if this is still recording, no, I still see it moving.
Just-
I want to say
No,
it's
ending.
Is there
All right.
camera?
Just-
yeah,
I'm
we'll just
imagining-
Wait, can I plug something?
Yeah, plug something.
Yeah, so headlining Weirdbird and Ipsy on the 12th, and then I'm featuring for Sam at the Dayton Funny Bone
You don't need
July
the microphone
25th.
anymore.
July 25th and 26th, I'm featuring for Sam Talent at the Dayton Funny
it
Bone.
out.
That's all.
Next Friday, Dan Alton, whatever the fuck his name is, I'm doing that show at the Independent.
Oh, Dan's great.
Yeah.
Dan rocks, dude. Okay.
Lemons.
Thanks for coming to the roast battle today. Catch me in Canada.
I'll tell you what,
August.
the winner deserved it.
Oh, you're gonna be going back to Canada?
Yeah, Chris Berry invited me.
I'm
Oh,
going back to Canada. Anyone?
I'm gonna
The top
be somewhere foreign too, but I don't know how I want to say it.
foreign like Canada.
Ew. Iraq. I'm performing in Iraq. For the
Good luck
troops.
with that.
Shout out to this chair.
Big piece.
T-Bill's number one.
All right, now I'm imagining.
Out of the number one Metro Comedy Podcast, Big Deal.